I never expected marriage vows to dissolve beneath whispered laughter. That evening, silence clung across our dim apartment while I entered quietly, briefcase dangling, jacket dampened by drizzle. Voices leaked from the kitchen, feminine and sharp. My wife's tone carried amusement laced with cruelty. "I can dump him anytime, he's useless to me," she declared, followed by snickers from coworkers sipping wine. My heart hammered, throat tightened, knees weakened. I leaned against the hallway wall, disbelief swirling. Every word stabbed deeper, stripping illusions I once clung to. Images of anniversaries, shared mornings, affectionate texts, all suddenly lies. My chest burned with humiliation, rage. Sorrow fused into one overwhelming storm. Yet I remained motionless, unwilling to expose my presence. Instead, I absorbed everything, memorizing voices, gestures, sneers. My palms trembled, nails dug into skin, blood nearly breaking surface. Betrayal radiated coldness through veins, paralyzing decisions. Leaving seemed rational, but curiosity rooted me there, urging me to gather undeniable proof. My world cracked, but curiosity drove me forward, like watching flames consume a familiar home. Tonight, I saw her truest reflection, mocking my existence, reducing love into a cruel joke, showing lustful freedom without remorse. Morning sunlight pierced curtains, painting our bedroom golden while my thoughts churned black. She lay beside me, calm, breathing steadily, unaware of my restless night. I studied her profile, lashes, lips, hair strands across cheeks, and wondered how deception could hide behind beauty. Over breakfast, I asked about her coworkers, watching carefully. She smiled casually, sipping coffee, avoiding direct answers. My chest tightened, anger pressed upward, but I swallowed it. I needed clarity. After work, I confronted her bluntly. "I overheard you yesterday," I said, voice sharp. Her fork froze midair, eyes widened, then narrowed. Denial spilled instantly. "You misunderstood." I shook my head, repeating her exact mocking words. Silence lingered before she smirked faintly, almost enjoying my pain. "Maybe you should toughen up," she whispered. My stomach dropped. That grin, arrogant, unapologetic, confirmed everything. I felt invisible, like furniture she rearranged whenever convenient. My voice cracked, but I stood tall, demanding honesty. She admitted desire for freedom, excitement with another man, passion absent in our bed. I sat speechless, hearing each confession slice deeper. Betrayal wasn't hidden anymore, she flaunted it. My soul shattered, yet strangely, desire for revenge ignited, hotter than grief. My thoughts became reckless flames feeding on humiliation. Nights turned sleepless, eyes red, mind obsessed with retaliation. One evening, I attended a company gathering where her colleagues mingled freely. Wine glasses clinked, conversations buzzed. She introduced me half-heartedly, barely glancing my way. I studied the crowd until my gaze locked on her manager, a tall woman, confident, alluring. Something inside me stirred. Perhaps vengeance could manifest through forbidden lust. I approached, exchanged banter, letting charm seep out, surprising myself. She laughed genuinely, unlike my wife's cold mockery. Electricity coursed between us, undeniable tension blooming. Throughout the night, our hands brushed intentionally. By the end, she whispered, "Call me." My pulse raced. For the first time in months, I felt wanted. Later, lying awake beside my wife's slumbering form, I replayed every detail. Temptation whispered, if she could betray shamelessly, why couldn't I? Morning brought hesitation, guilt battling anger. Yet memory of her laughter with coworkers crushed hesitation quickly. I dialed that number. Her voice sounded warm, inviting, promising escape. My heart pounded while lust drowned reason. I wasn't searching for love anymore. I sought vindication through skin, touch, reckless passion. Revenge felt intoxicating, dangerous, irresistible. Hotel room air smelled faintly of roses and wine when I entered nervously. She greeted me wearing confidence like silk. Our conversation lingered briefly, then dissolved beneath magnetic hunger. Lips collided, hands explored, clothing discarded hastily. Every kiss screamed rebellion, every touch reminded me of betrayal fueling this moment. I lost myself completely, body burning, mind surrendering. For hours I escaped grief, drowning inside sensations stronger than anger. When silence returned, we lay tangled together, hearts racing. She traced my chest, whispering, "You deserve more." Those words pierced me differently, gentle, healing, though born from forbidden ground. Leaving afterward, guilt attempted to resurface, yet satisfaction overpowered it. My marriage had collapsed long before tonight. She had shattered it with cruelty. Now I reclaimed power. Driving home, streetlights blurred, rain tapping windshield. I rehearsed possible confrontations awaiting me. Would I confess or continue hidden affairs? Inside our apartment, my wife scrolled her phone, indifferent. She asked nothing, offered no warmth. I stared at her quietly, realizing distance between us had become immeasurable. I'd crossed boundaries, destroyed remaining innocence, yet strangely, I didn't regret it. Instead, strength returned, hidden beneath shame, blazing inside vengeance. Days blurred together as secrecy grew heavier. My wife's schedule filled with late nights, claiming meetings, yet perfume scents different from mine clung faintly to her clothes. I stopped questioning, I already knew. Meanwhile, I continued rendezvous with her manager. Each meeting grew bolder, hungrier, blending lust with dangerous excitement. Guilt sometimes clawed my conscience, but satisfaction drowned it swiftly. One evening, I caught my wife texting, screen flashing affectionate phrases clearly not meant for me. She noticed my gaze, smirked, and turned away without explanation. That moment confirmed what I suspected, her loyalty completely gone. We became strangers sharing walls, playing roles, but living separate desires. Still, I wondered, was I any better? My affair consumed me, altering identity, turning me into someone unrecognizable. Friends noticed changes, withdrawal, distracted eyes, forced laughter. At work, concentration slipped. Yet inside forbidden passion, I felt alive, intoxicated. Simultaneously, fear brewed. What if everything unraveled? Rumors could surface, reputations crushed, careers ruined. But a darker thought dominated. Maybe destruction was inevitable, necessary. Love, loyalty, trust, all ashes now. Only lust, anger, and revenge remained guiding lights through darkness, propelling me toward consequences I pretended didn't matter anymore. The inevitable explosion came sooner than expected. One Saturday, returning unexpectedly early, I discovered my wife entwined with another man upon our couch. They froze, shocked, scrambling for excuses. I didn't yell, didn't weep, I simply laughed bitterly. "So this is what's left of us," I muttered. She glared defiantly, unapologetic. I told her calmly I'd been unfaithful too. Her face twisted, disbelief mixing with fury. "With who?" she demanded. I leaned closer, whispered her manager's name. Silence thickened, her expression collapsing into devastation. For the first time, her arrogance cracked. She cursed, slammed doors, screamed accusations. I stood unmoved, strangely liberated. Our marriage, already hollow, disintegrated completely that night. Papers followed weeks later, signatures ending illusions permanently. Through pain, shame, betrayal, I rediscovered resilience. Lust may have guided me toward destruction, but it also unshackled me. Looking back, I realized neither of us valued loyalty anymore. She mocked, betrayed, diminished me. I retaliated with equal cruelty. Yet through chaos, I reclaimed control, strength, clarity. Sometimes endings aren't tragic, they're awakenings. As I walked away from the ruins, I carried scars but also newfound freedom. I finally understood. Surviving betrayal meant embracing transformation, not mourning illusions.